In this session, we'll dive deep into the shocking truths and the enigmatic backdrop of the Cross Guild, reputed as the mightiest among the four emperors, making it more comprehensible for you all. The formation of the Cross Guild has its roots in the abolition of the warlord system and involves the escapees from Impel Down, with Crocodile's ingenious strategy playing a pivotal role at its core. We'll particularly focus on Crocodile and Mihawk, delving into Crocodile's past endeavors and the mystical prowess Mihawk possesses, exploring the potential connections they might have with celestial bodies. Moreover, we'll scrutinize why Buggy, against all odds, ascended to the top position within the Cross Guild, examining his unique attributes and the mystery shrouding his past. This video aims to elucidate the Cross Guild, a hot topic among fans in Japan, in a clear and detailed manner for your understanding, so ensure to watch till the end. If the mysteries behind the Cross Guild spark your interest, I'd appreciate your like and subscription to the channel. Feel free to share your thoughts on Buggy's unexpected role by commenting "Surprising Leader" below. Now let's embark on this adventure together. Let's start by addressing a question many of you might be wondering. How exactly was the Cross Guild formed? We'll delve into the origins of the Cross Guild and share the intriguing backstory with you. Interestingly, the direct catalyst for the establishment of the Cross Guild was the abolition of the 7 Warlords of the Sea system, a significant turning point in the world of One Piece. Moreover, the backdrop includes the massive breakout from Impel Down, which, believe it or not, was partly instigated by Monkey D. Luffy, contributing to the unfolding events that led to the formation of the Cross Guild. But here's a crucial piece of the puzzle. The concept of the Cross Guild was actually born in the mind of Crocodile. The business model of the Cross Guild was entirely Crocodile's brainchild, a testament to his strategic prowess and ambition. Seizing the opportunity presented by the dismantling of the 7 Warlords of the Sea system, he joined forces with Mihawk to create an organization so formidable that even the Navy could not ignore it. However, Crocodile faced a significant hurdle at the time: a dire shortage of funds. To address this, he set out to collect a debt previously loaned to Buggy, which led him to visit Buggy's base. At one point, Crocodile annihilated the Navy forces that were surrounding Buggy. The Navy mistakenly believed that Crocodile had come to assist Buggy as an ally. This confusion was further compounded by a Cross Guild poster, which revealed that Mihawk was also part of the same organization. Consequently, the establishment of the Cross Guild and the rise of Buggy as one of the 4 emperors happened simultaneously, with the world learning that Buggy was at the helm of this new powerful entity. It seems Buggy's life has been a series of fortunate escalations, doesn't it? Though one might think that Crocodile and Mihawk joining forces could easily dethrone Buggy, they chose not to. Why is that? Behind the scenes, Buggy was frequently roughed up by Mihawk and Crocodile. However, desiring peace, Mihawk decided to elevate Buggy as the figurehead of the Cross Guild. They were merely using Buggy to their advantage. Buggy's charisma, along with the competence of his former inmate followers, played a role. It is believed that Mihawk and Crocodile could have easily disposed of Buggy if they wished, but the situation evolved as it did. With Buggy in charge, they believed they could maintain control effortlessly. Cross Guild was established under such unique circumstances, and having discussed its inception, let's briefly touch upon the nature of its operations. The most striking feature of Cross Guild is its unprecedented venture of setting bounties, not on pirates or criminals, but on Marines themselves. Traditionally, pirates would naturally flee at the sight of Marines, but with Cross Guild's emergence, the paradigm shifted from fleeing to attacking. This shift has instilled a significant incentive for pirates to proactively target Marines. From the perspective of the Marines, this increase in pirate confrontations has made their response efforts more challenging than ever. The establishment of Cross Guild has indeed intensified political unrest, particularly affecting nations unable to pay the heavenly tribute, leading to widespread chaos and frequent uprisings against the world government, often spearheaded by the Revolutionary Army. This turmoil led to the unfortunate demise of Vice Admiral T-Bone, a loss that was somewhat shocking despite not being deeply attached to the character. It would have been more satisfying if a detestable character like Captain Nuzemi had met their end instead. Speaking of which, it raises the question, how much bounty would Cross Guild offer for the one who defeated Vice Admiral T-Bone? While the exact amount for a Vice Admiral remains undisclosed, the known bounties include about 3 billion berries for an Admiral and around 100 million berries for a Captain. Given that Captain Kobe has a 5-star bounty despite his rank, it's plausible to assume that Vice Admiral T-Bone's bounty could be in a similar reign. Having provided a brief overview of Cross Guild, we'll next delve deeper into individual characters for a more thorough analysis. First up, let's dive into the character of Crocodile, the mastermind behind the formation of Cross Guild. Crocodile made his first appearance in the Alabasta arc, quickly becoming one of the series' most iconic characters. He is a wielder of the Sand Fruit, granting him the power to transform his body into sand and desiccate anything he touches, showcasing a versatile range of abilities. At his debut, Crocodile exploited his status as one of the 7 warlords of the sea to lead Baroque works, aiming to seize the ancient weapon Pluton to attain a formidable power that could challenge the world. Even then, his ventures were already geared towards amassing power through business. However, his involvement with Alabasta led to a confrontation with Luffy, who was determined to save Vivi, resulting in Crocodile's defeat and subsequent imprisonment in Impel Down. Following his escape, which coincided with Buggy's, he went through several events leading up to the establishment of Cross Guild. With the capability to decimate Marines, including those of Vice Admiral rank, and the strategic acumen to set up an organization like Cross Guild, Crocodile has shown significant growth from his state 2 years prior. His bounty of 1.965 billion berries reflects the perceived threat level of Cross Guild, suggesting that his strength could rival that of an executive of the former 4 emperors. Yet the greatest enigma surrounding Crocodile is the weakness mentioned by Ivankov, which has spurred numerous theories among fans regarding its nature. A popular theory among One Piece fans is the intriguing idea that Crocodile was originally a woman. This speculation first took root due to Crocodile's distinctive choice of wearing an earring exclusively in his right ear. In many cultures, including Japan, the practice of wearing an earring in the right ear has been traditionally associated with femininity. It's commonly held that men tend to wear earrings in their left ear, while women prefer the right, leading to the conjecture that Crocodile's right ear earring might hint at a female past. But does this theory hold any water beyond its initial clue? Interestingly enough, there are several compelling pieces of evidence that add weight to this theory. For instance, Ichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, has been known to apply a particular glossy hair texture in his drawings that is typically reserved for female characters, and Crocodile has been depicted with this same glossy hair texture. Additionally, the character Ivankov, who possesses the ability to alter a person's gender, is implied to share a secretive past with Crocodile, further fueled by a cover story subtitled with a phrase that could be interpreted as "a woman's secret," featuring Crocodile. These intriguing breadcrumbs laid out by Oda paint a picture full of potential backstory and mystery, leading many to believe that the theory of Crocodile's former femininity isn't just plausible, but perhaps even likely. Recently, the revelation that Ivankov was once a slave has led to the surfacing of a new theory, suggesting that Crocodile might also have been a slave in the past. This notion of Crocodile having a history of enslavement might come as a surprise to some. The connection drawn from Ivankov's past to Crocodile's potential vulnerability being his slave origins raises questions. But what other evidence supports this theory? A key aspect to consider is Crocodile's pronounced sense of pride. Characters like Boa Hancock, who have a history of enslavement, are known to guard their past fiercely, treating it as a dark secret they wish to keep hidden from everyone else. If Crocodile were indeed a former slave, it stands to reason he would be desperate to prevent Ivankov from revealing this fact. The consistency in Crocodile's actions and words could also be explained by a past of enslavement. His ambitious attempt to establish a military state capable of rivaling the world government and his pursuit of the ancient weapon Pluton can be seen as a form of vengeance against those who mistreated him during his time as a slave. If Crocodile was a former slave, it would naturally follow that he would seek power against the world government, acquiring weapons of great power like the ancient weapons to challenge its authority. These considerations form the basis of the theory that Crocodile might have been a slave, offering a new layer of depth to his character's backstory. The revelation of Crocodile's childhood images in SBS, which presented him with a somewhat masculine appearance, has sparked discussions among fans. Given these debates, the theory that Crocodile was originally a woman seems less likely compared to the speculation that he might have been a slave in the past. However, there are certain aspects of this slave theory that feel incongruous. Firstly, considering Ivankov's traumatic history with slavery, it seems somewhat implausible that Ivankov would use such a past as leverage against Crocodile. Furthermore, the hint towards Crocodile's vulnerability, as mentioned by Ivankov, stems from an episode where he refers to a time a little while ago when this guy was still called a rookie. This suggests that the weakness in question is related to Crocodile's rookie days. One might conjecture that Crocodile was captured by celestial dragons and enslaved during his rookie years, but given he was known as a rookie during this period, it's more likely that he was traveling freely. Admittedly, there are some discrepancies in this theory. Despite these, the coherence of most of the narrative with this theory makes it compelling enough to want to believe, even if some doubts remain. The existence of theories that fit various narratives, such as Crocodile being a former woman or a slave, suggests that Crocodile's past is complex and possibly quite burdensome. Having discussed Crocodile, let's shift our focus to Dracule Mihawk, who has been a prominent Seven Warlords of the Sea for the past 2 years. Mihawk remains an enigma, with both his combat abilities and true identity shrouded in mystery. He made his first appearance as a Seven Warlords of the Sea in the series, standing as the world's strongest swordsman, presenting a formidable challenge to Zoro, who aspires to surpass him, much like Luffy aims to exceed Shanks. Despite being such a pivotal figure, many details about Mihawk's powers remain undisclosed. Known to have a rivalry with Shanks, it's suggested that Mihawk surpasses him in swordsmanship, wielding his renowned Black Blade. Yet apart from this, much about him is unknown. His staggering bounty of 3.59 billion berries hints at his exceptional capabilities, rivaling even those of the Four Emperors' commanders. However, the significance of his bounty might extend beyond mere strength, fueling speculation that he could be part of the Holy Knights. This theory gained traction from a dialogue referring to slaves as rabbits, a term used by the Celestial Dragons and Holy Knights, who have been known to refer to slaves as super rare rabbits or rare rabbits, adding a layer of intrigue to Mihawk's already mysterious character. But what does that quote have to do with anything? Interestingly, the word rabbit was also used by Mihawk in a context where he mentions that unlike foolish beasts that exert all their effort in hunting rabbits, he operates differently. Could it be that by foolish hunters of rabbits, he was alluding to the Holy Knights, possibly referred to as rabbits? In the grand scheme of things, choosing the rabbit as a metaphor suggests Mihawk's potential involvement in the native hunting competition. Indeed, the rabbit from the native hunting competition and the rabbit Mihawk referred to seem to be connected. Furthermore, there are other hints suggesting that Mihawk could be a celestial dragon, and I'd like to briefly introduce 3 such indications. The first clue is the wristband. Just like Doflamingo and Bruno, Mihawk is seen wearing a similar wristband, which might suggest his affiliation with the world government, as both Doflamingo and Bruno have ties to it. The second hint lies in Mihawk's name, Dracule, which seems to be derived from Dracula. Given Dracula's association with Romania, where the name means son of the dragon, it could imply that Mihawk is a son of the dragon, possibly hinting at his celestial dragon heritage. If this was intentional, it speaks volumes about Oda's incredible storytelling prowess. And finally, there's Mihawk's past as a marine hunter. Despite his desire for a peaceful life, it seems contradictory that Mihawk, a former member of the Seven Warlords of the Sea, engaged in hunting marines. However, This contradiction makes sense if we consider the possibility that he was once part of the Holy Knights. Just like Doflamingo, who was an ex-celestial dragon and hunted for possessing crucial information, Mihawk's past actions align with the theory of his origin in the Holy Knights. If Mihawk was indeed being pursued like Doflamingo, his actions as a marine hunter could have been a response to those circumstances. It's plausible that his eventual recommendation to join the Seven Warlords was a strategy to cease the hostilities. This sequence of events does seem to add up. Mihawk's eyes have been compared to those of Emu, suggesting a long-standing connection. If this theory holds, it implies that most of the former warlords had ties to the world government, from the ex-slaves Hancock and Kuma to the ex-celestial dragon Doflamingo and potentially Mihawk from the Holy Knights. Additionally, this would include Jinbei, who has a vendetta against the world government, and possibly Crocodile if this theory is correct. Except for Mariah, who faced an assassination attempt post-disbandment, all former warlords seem to be linked to the world government in some way. Next up, let's delve into the character of Buggy, the head of the Cross Guild. Buggy is a treasure trove of mysteries and foreshadowing. Known for consuming the Chop Chop fruit, there's speculation that his devil fruit might actually be a god fruit. Moreover, his mysterious fever just before reaching Raftel, and the foreshadowing in Volume 56 where he's mentioned in passing as accidentally becoming the Pirate King, are subjects of much fan speculation. Among these mysteries, Buggy's origins remain particularly elusive. While the background of his childhood friend Shanks has been revealed, Buggy's past is still shrouded in mystery. Who could Buggy's parents be? A prominent theory is that he might be the son of Captain John. This speculation arose from Buggy's persistent quest for Captain John's treasure, highlighted in volumes 54 and 25. Indeed, Buggy has mentioned Captain John's treasure mark to Luffy, and he once mistakenly ventured into a cave inhabited by a master while searching for Captain John's treasure, as depicted in volume 25. These instances have fueled the theory that Buggy might be Captain John's offspring, further supported by their shared obsession with treasure. Oda-sensei is known for weaving subtle foreshadows into seemingly trivial details, and the moniker Captain Buggy might hold more significance than initially thought. Could the title Captain hint at a connection to Captain John, suggesting Buggy's real name might be Captain Buggy? In a special feature for Film Red attendees, a scene where Shanks is found contains two distinct cries, leading to speculation that Buggy's discovery might be tied to God Valley. The pursuit of Captain John's treasure and the comedic scenes associated with it might serve as a foreshadowing of Buggy's lineage. These elements contribute to the theory that Buggy could be the son of Captain John. While comedic scenes are often overlooked as mere humor, past events have frequently turned into significant foreshadows, making this theory a plausible one. However, as the story unfolds, another theory suggests Buggy might be the son of Rox D. Zebek. This is bolstered by Buggy's ability to gather formidable pirates under his banner, a trait reminiscent of Rox himself. The third significant point to discuss is Buggy's conflict with Shanks. Indeed, they seem to be at odds in the extremes, like the North and South Poles. But what deeper meaning lies behind their conflict? If Buggy were indeed Rox D. Zebek's son, his existence would deeply intertwine with the long-standing feud between the Celestial Dragons and the D-Clan. With a high likelihood of being picked up at God Valley and his command over formidable pirates, Buggy stands in opposition to Shanks, who is thought to be associated with the Celestial Dragons. These points raise the possibility of Buggy being Rox's progeny. Buggy's origins have been shrouded in mystery for a long time, and revealing his true strength would certainly be a shocking turn of events. This concludes our discussion on the Cross Guild, revealing it to be an organization shrouded in more mysteries than anticipated. We eagerly await the unfolding of these mysteries in the final chapter. That's all for today. This channel posts summaries, explanations, and ranking videos related to One Piece. If you like One Piece, we would be happy if you could support us by subscribing to our channel and commenting. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next video.